His morning is eggshells and plumage, along with a once chewed breakfast. As he pulls a feather from the roof of his mouth, he sees the swelling on his palm has grown, purple and throbbing. He's proud that he hasn't scratched it yet. She would have been proud of that. You never get things looked at in time. In bed, he dreams of her again, that she takes her nail and claws along her palm. He wakes to find red raw skin and blood under his fingernails. Would you mind staying on top of those? He finds he keeps the hand close to his chest, coddling a phantom infant. He should go to the doctor, he thinks, get it looked at. But instead, he decides to clean his flat for the first time since she left. She only left the things she didn't want, like his mortar and pestle. Is this for alchemy or something? His rubber spatulas, they smell of the dishwasher, and the side table she gave him. If you don't take it, it's going to the tip. On the side table, Bob the fish swims in his bowl, performing his morning calisthenics. Don't you think you're ready for a real pet? I'm not feeling very well, Bob, he says. Bob turns and mouths at the glass. I know, but they'll probably just give me antibiotics. Bob swishes some small stones around with his fins. Yeah, he says, I remember that too. He wakes the next day to a mess of blood on his bed sheets. His palm, now burst, seeps without stopping. It takes half an hour and a whole roll of toilet paper. Could you try to use a bit less to birth the first one? Feathers sodden with mucus, face more mouth than anything else, shrill and starving. I don't care how you feel about children. More arrive, each one widening the split in his palm. 2 more, I'll have my own. 5, 15, 29 of them bundle over each other in the bathroom sink. And if you don't like it, in a hasty nest made from blood-stained tissue and the cotton pads she forgot to take, the last, you can leave, slides easily from the distended cleft. The fish are seemingly run dry, and all 30 mouths gape wide. He binds his hand in toilet paper and runs to the kitchen. There are bananas in a bowl. Bless you, James. Let me get you some real food. So he takes them to where the food processor isn't anymore. After clumsily pounding them into a yellow mush in his mortar and pestle, he returns to pinch morsels of it into their mouths. They found their way out. Chalky white smudges trail from the bathroom door. Why do you always leave the lights on? And he finds them huddled beneath her side table. His side table. Bob the fish gives him a look from his bowl. One bird hops out, now fluffy and plump, its unwieldy feet tapping as it totters over to the fridge. It pecks twice on the white door and looks up at him. Food, it says. Feed us. Feed us seeds. Feed us the fish. Feed us banana. The others follow, emboldened and gathered before the fridge. He opens it, careful not to hit them. They startle and flap their downy fledgling wings, and everybody peers inside. There's a limp bit of spinach and a few beans in a bowl, a half-drunk smoothie, the cling film over the top losing its grip, a plate of leftover chicken thighs in lemon. And that's a bird. He's a birdie to Jamesy. No, what have you done? I feel faint. How could you? How could you, James? Well, he's made his feelings. You're going to make me cry. We should. No, he says. He closes the fridge. No, it's not mine. 30 pairs of beady, beetle shell black eyes swivel. It's hers, he says. It's Sally's chicken. Okay, I forgot to chuck it. Sally? Who's Sally? Do you still love her? We hate her. I'm hungry. If she comes back, she's going to get pecked. Why isn't she here anymore? Birdie to Sally. She's going to get the pecking of a lifetime. James backs against the fridge as the birds shuffle forwards. I'll get you some food, he says. I'll nip to the shops. He sees them bristle, rustling their downy feathers into petulant clusters of brown and grey. We want to eat now, James. Okay. He opens the fridge a crack, plucking the smoothie from inside. Is that hers too? You never ask us what we like. Do you even care? Bless you, James. We'll get you some real food. I'll get you seeds. He closes the fridge. What kind do you like? The birds hop forward in unison, startling him. He drops the smoothie, the glass upending, the yellow pulp inside spilling onto the tiles. The birds dive over each other, scraping and scoffing the stuff like pigs at a trough. As they feed, James sidles out of the room and grabs his shoes. You really hurt when you left like that, James. He returns with walnuts from the supermarket and something from the pet shop opposite. The remnants of the smoothie lie smeared across the tiles, the birds having moved on to pecking at crumbs that gather by the skirting boards beneath the cupboards. Why would I mention it? I just started cleaning more. One bird looks up at him. She was a lawyer, wasn't she? The others fix him with their beady-eyed stares. It's okay, James. What do you even do? We love you more than she did. We're kind. What if she comes back? We'll be nice. We're birds of our word. Did you bring seeds? Does she still love you? Are you going to feed us? I I don't want to talk about it, he says. Bird eater Sally. Yeah, yeah, she was a bird eater. We hate her. Oh, I mean, let's not. Look, he withdraws the nuts. I got you some nuts. He tears the packet and fetches a bowl, filling it with the walnuts, and places it on the floor. The birds march over and topple the bowl, scattering the nuts before going at them. Sally wouldn't have given us walnuts. We love you, Jamesy. He hears them when he lays down to sleep. The pitter-patter of tiny feet down the hall, one, two, then the rest, line up just outside his bedroom door, little claws scratching at the threshold. What's happening? He said he doesn't want us in the bed with him. James, is this true? He doesn't want to sleep with us. Why, Jamesy, what's going on? I think I'm going to cry. James props himself up on his hands, but the birthing palm stings, so he shifts onto his elbows. I didn't say, I didn't know you wanted to. You said you didn't want to. What kind of person doesn't want that? He shuffles to his side of the bed and opens the covers. Do you want to sleep here, right? Well, I'm not sure now. Yes, we'd never want to make you uncomfortable, James. We just thought it went without saying. Of course it's okay, he says. All you needed to do was ask. We did ask. You said no. You may as well have done, Jamesy. The bed sheets tug and twitch as they scramble their way up. One by one, they scoot low to burrow under the covers, clumsy on their long legs, lopsided as they tumble in. He half expects to feel their weight beside him, like her, but they hardly make a difference. Instead, the empty space she left is filled with the fussing of 30 birds, all trying to get to the centre of the huddle. Good night, birds. Good night, James. Good night, James. Good night, Jamesy. We love you. Uh, yeah, I love you too.